So I'll begin the recording now. I just started the call with him. He's not online yet. It is currently 6:57 p.m. EST. We're scheduled for 7 p.m. So I'll just wait here for a bit.
Training. Joker.
I'll give him till about 7:15. If he's not here, we'll have to reschedule. I don't really know what the ruling is on what happens if someone doesn't show up and if they're late or whatever. I figured we would just reschedule, but I don't know how long I'm supposed to give them. I feel like 20 minutes is justified. Yeah, so it just hit 7 o'clock p.m. EST. 7 p.m. EST, yeah. So that was originally when we had scheduled. Obviously through our group chat you'd seen we scheduled 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. Wednesday the 27th, or the 29th, sorry. That's today. Right now it has hit 7 o'clock. So I'm currently in the call with him, or in our DMs. I'm currently in the call, but he's not here. I'm just alone in the call right now. If he doesn't show up by 7:15, maybe 7:20, if I hear nothing from him, I will leave the call and I'll send you this recording, and I'll also shoot him a message saying like, hey, you weren't there, we can reschedule for another time or whatever, or you can get a refund. Yeah, I don't know what the ruling is, Game Sense. You guys can help me out with that, but yeah. Once I hear back from him, I'll start the hour from there. I won't sell him short or anything, but we scheduled 7 to 8, and I can't really go past 8:20. I'm scheduled 7 to 8, so I already made plans outside of 7 to 8. Okay, so it just kicked me out of the call because it's been 5 minutes. I'm gonna recall. We'll see what happens.
Meta Knight. Min
Yeah, if he doesn't show up by about 7:20, 7:15 or whatever, I can't really give him an hour session if he still wants one, you know. I Oh, hello, hi. How are you? Good. Good, good. So 7:02 right now, so you'll get an hour basically is what you booked, right? Okay. So at around 8:05 or so we'll call it quits, all right? Cool. So basically how it's gonna work, I don't know if there's any characters you want me to play versus you or anything like that. I don't know if you have anything in mind. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. That's fine. Um, if you want, if you can try Joker or Cloud, either or, you know. I think I saw your Twitter, you're from Montreal, right? Yeah, so I'm pretty sure our connection should be fine. Um, yeah, we should be good then. So you can play any character you want. Basically, we'll play for probably we'll do like a best of 3 or best of 5, nothing too serious, you know. Um, I'll still be trying my hardest, of course, and I'll be looking for any habits I notice, and if you have any questions, go right ahead. Um, and I'll just be giving you tips after every game, after the set and whatnot. Um, yeah, and then we can do other games after that to double check, see if you start catching on to those or not, whatever, you know. Cool. So I'll host an arena here, and I'll send you the code in the messages. Just set this arena. Okay, crossplay. Alright, so I'll send you this code here. There you go. Do you want me to refer to you by what, like your name Michael or Maniac or Maniac? Sure. All right. Cool. So, do you want me to play any specific character from? Sure. Sure, I can start with Pokemon Trainer. That's fine.
Pokemon Trainer.
Okay. We'll just do random stages, I guess. Sure. Yeah, and just before we start, you had a question earlier, right? How to deal with being unmotivated and whatnot. From what from my experience in terms of like being unmotivated and like not wanting to play and like wondering if you want to just quit or whatever, like I've had that a lot. Uh, and honestly, the best thing to get rid of that, at least for me, is just not playing the game. You know, if you're not feeling it so much and you're not having fun with the game and you don't feel like you're improving at all, then just take a break, you know. Give yourself a couple days, maybe a week, sometimes 2 weeks, 3, you know. Everyone needs a different amount of time, but if you take that break, that like your body's not playing well and it's not improving because it's telling you it's not enjoying it, it doesn't want to keep going, you know. So sometimes it's important to take that break and just relax, you know, focus on other goals, just other hobbies and whatnot. Other like if you play any other games, like even just single player games, and just enjoy some time with those, you know. It gets your mind off of the competitive nature that is Smash, because Smash is pretty infuriating, you know. There's a lot of bullshit that happens. Yeah, exactly. Online, especially now, it's really hard to stay motivated. But yeah, it's always important to take that break if you need it, you know. And then when you come back, if you're still feeling like that, then it's really just a thing of the method you're using to learn is probably not optimal, and it's not helping you anymore, you know. And you gotta find different ways. So whether it's studying VODs or whatnot, that that's all gonna come down to what it is at that moment, you know. No, no, it's fine. You can talk to me mid-game. It's fine. Yeah, if you don't want to say anything, don't go. You know, you don't have to. If you don't want to listen to me, if you want to deafen, go ahead. I completely understand.
3, 2, 1, go!
That's really good. Oh, I messed that up. Wait. Oops. Okay, he knows his combos really well. Yeah, that happens to all of us. It's a little slight delay, but it's not too bad. It's a little stutter. Oh, that was really good weight on the air dodge there. I've only showed that once this game. He already punished it. That's really good. There we go.
Game set. Pokemon
For
trainer.
the up throw, okay. You want to DI down and away. Yeah, so there would be like down left. Yeah, you're holding like in, I think, or something. Yeah, no, that was pretty good though. Yeah, so I'll be writing notes down on my notepad here in between games, and then at the end I'll give him the rundown. He's been deafening himself and muting himself during the match, by the way, just so you know, on the recording here.
3,
So that.
1, go!
Oh. Well,
No contest.
that happens. Oh, no problem. The lobby's still up. Charizard.
Pokemon trainer.
Yeah, that's just Pokemon Trainer being Pokemon Trainer. Um, yeah, there's a couple things I caught on to in the first match, and you're actually doing a lot better with them in the second one. I didn't even tell you about them yet, so that's good. Yeah, we'll do another match or two, and then I'll give you the rundown.
Three, two, one, go!
Oh, okay.
Pokemon trainer. Win!
Okay, so all right. So the main things I've noticed so far, just so you can start getting some things through your head and maybe think about them during the match. Um, so first off, like from what I noticed, your pressure and your combos are really good. I can tell you that much. Um, you know most of Joker's like follow-ups after every hit, which is really good. He's a character that you really need to know your combos and get them down. Obviously, we're in lag, so they're not perfect, but I can tell you know what to go for, and that's really great. Um, and overall, your pressure is really good. You're like really good at being in my face, and you'll like sometimes throw a nair, and then sometimes you'll like dash back F tilt, or you'll nair, and then next time you'll go for a grab on my shield. Uh, like you get really good pressure, and your mix-ups on my shield and whatnot are really good. So those are like the main strengths I noticed from your play, just that your aggro game is really good. What I Yeah, okay, that would help. Yeah. um, the main things like the main weaknesses I've noticed though are you don't really go for edge guarding that much, almost at all. At least off stage, you tend to stick to the ledge a lot. Um, when especially in a matchup like Pokemon Trainer, Joker eats PT alive off stage. You know, Guns will sometimes force out jumps, force out swaps, and that can lead into down air or back air edge guards. Arsen's counter just murders Squirtle and Charizard if I don't air dodge or swap to bait it out, whereas Gun murders Ivysaur. So I think a gun down is really important for you off stage. and just going off stage pressuring more with back air, because Joker's recovery is like even without Arsene, just the tether goes really far. Um, you know, you can fit like 2-3 back airs off stage before having to up B, and I think you could benefit a lot from that, from going more off stage and pressuring me off stage. You don't even have to do it every time, just by doing it a couple times, you make me more scared off stage, because right now I'm being thrown off stage, and I'm kind of just like, alright, I'll take my time, I'll recover however I want, and then I'll go back to neutral, you know? But if you pressure me a bit more off stage, then I'll feel more threatened and have to worry constantly, you know? And that's what Joker wants. Another thing is your get off me game, or like your out of shield game, is kind of lacking. You tend to, like, you're not very patient in your shield, you know? You always try to fight back, I find, and you tend to, like, every time I hit your shield, you're either trying to shield grab me or spot dodge or roll or something. But more often than not, it's really good just to stick in shield, honestly. Especially against Pokemon trainers. Some characters, obviously, you don't want to stay shield because they're going to either shield break you or they'll, you know, do a jab into grab or something on your shield, you know? Like if I was doing a Joker Ditto right now, like you'd have to be wary of Nair grab or something like that. But against Pokemon Trainer and most of the cast, I feel like sticking in shield's really good, and it's something you lack. I find you're very antsy when you're in shield, you know? Like I'm constantly hitting you, and you're always trying to fight back rather than taking your time, taking your space, you know? And sort of on the same topic is like in neutral, I feel like you're not throwing enough projectiles, you know? Gun and Aha are really good. When you have Arsene, you're going for Aegon a lot, which is good. Aegon's amazing. Everyone knows that. But in base Joker form, I feel like you're not using your guns enough. And your Aha is just in neutral, because that commands a lot of space, and it gives you a lot of movement options out of them. They're quite safe, and you can easily mix up like jump double gun, like short hop double gun, or you can do, you know, jump gun down. There's a bunch of mix-ups you can do off of it. That'll keep me on my toes. And it makes your neutral 1400 times better, you know what I mean? Because right now in neutral, what I'm noticing is like the occasional Aha, and then right after you Aha, you'll just come in. Or like if you don't Aha at all, you're gonna run at me with Nair grab or something, or dash attack, you know? You're a very aggressive player, which isn't a bad thing. I mean, it works. a lot of players are aggressive. It's definitely a good play style once mastered. But it's always good to have those mix-ups in there, because now that I'm being able to read your offensive mix-ups, you're basically like unable to break my wall, you know? You're kind of running at me and then getting hit over and over. So I feel maybe try and work a bit on the defensive game, because in neutral, if you're throwing projectiles and stuff and making me think about projectiles, my wall is a bit like, it's not ready for an attack, you know? So if you're throwing Aha, throwing gun, and then I'm like, okay, I'm gonna try and punish this, and then all of a second you come at me and you dash attack me, you know? And I won't expect it. That always works, you know? So I think that's the main thing, is just that you want to try and work on, is just edge guarding with the guns, and whatnot, or like back airs, and just like you're out of shield, or like you're in neutral, like defensive game, basically. Those are the main things I'm noticing right now. Cool. So yep, so we'll just keep playing now. If you want tips in between games, just let me know. If you ever have any questions or anything, just go ahead. Don't be afraid. Joker PT. Okay, so it's pretty difficult. It's one of Joker's more hard matchups. It's definitely even or like slightly Joker favored, but if you don't know the matchup, it's like extremely PT favor. Squirtle's really hard to deal with because I'm small, right? To hit him, you have to really play really defensive. You know, you have to F-tilt a lot, because F-tilt outranges me really hard. Going for grab mix-ups is really good because Squirtle tends to be in shield. He's not trying to get hit by your sword. And gun. Gun is the #1 thing against Squirtle, because it just stops me in my tracks. Gun down is, I can't really contest it with Squirtle unless I read it, and I need to like hit you from the side. But that's a hard read, and if you don't go for gun and you meet me up there and just back air me, then that's free 13% or whatever it is, you know? Squirtle is pretty defensive matchup for Joker. He just has to kind of wait there and space out Squirtle. It's a bit boring, and it's kind of hard because he's really small, but that's the matchup. Ivysaur, kind of like stay outside of his burst range, so like his short hop fair. You want to stay outside of like his fair range or like his like insta razor leaf range. Because once you're out of there, he can't really threaten you. You know, F tilt outranges most of his stuff, and like your frame data is just so much faster. His out of Ivysaur's out of shield is terrible. He has Nair, but it's not that great. Oftentimes you can use Joker Nair on my shield, and I can't really do anything about it. So you just want to make sure you pressure Ivysaur to the point where like he's not allowed to just throw out moves. Because Ivysaur's best thing is mashing, and if you limit him to not mash and you make him sit in the corner or sit in his shield or something and he's scared, then Joker just dominates him. And obviously going off stage against Ivy is really good. Being able to cut his tether with gun is really, really good. Charizard, it's your basic Joker versus Heavy matchup where you're going to hit him a lot and it's going to be really good for you the whole time, and like you probably know how to play the matchup. But you always have to watch out for back air, you have to watch out for up smash at a shield, grab mix-ups. That's basically it though. You can always space him out every time, because Charizard's a character that likes to jump. So if you read those jumps and you stuff him out with back airs, then he's off stage with one less jump, you know. Arsene and Rebel's Guard are both great at stopping Flare Blitz, stopping up B, etc. Yeah, that's basically the rundown of each individual Mon for the most part. It's a pretty defensive matchup for Joker. Cool, let's do it. Gun just beats me. This is lag. That's really good. Can't hit him. Uh oh. Oh wow, he lived. good weight. Oh my god. I'm gonna imagine it lagged there for you.
Pokemon trainer.
Yeah.
Win.
Yeah, it just has stutters sometimes, Nintendo. But no, that was a lot better honestly with the offstage game. I saw the attempts for the back airs and it was a lot better. It just takes some getting used to on when they actually go for them and not. But you were close with some of them, so it was definitely good.
3, 2, 1, go.
Damn, barely hit him. Wow, that range. That's good. Wow, that's great. Should die here.
Game set.
Well, that's really good.
Pokemon trainer. Win.
Yeah, that was you actually played Arsene there really well.
Ready? Three, two, one, go. Game set. Pokemon trainer. Win.
Yeah, sure. But yeah, that first stock was perfect with the back air on the Zard. Because as I said, like, yeah, Zard's a character that loves to jump, especially at a hit stun. So if you constantly just stuff out with backers and stuff like that, it's really hard for him to do anything.
Three, two, one, go.
Yeah, took a jump. That's cute. Wi-Fi. Wow. Wow.
Pokemon trainer. Win.
Sure. Okay, so you have just about half an hour left. I'm just gonna swap over to Joker. I want to see how you deal with basically fighting the same character as yours. You know, how you want to deal. Like, how do you think your optimal way of dealing with the same issues that you have is, etc. You know.
Ready? 勝ちへ向けて進もう。よし。
Okay. So something I've noticed throughout the games, obviously I play Joker, so I understand how you're trying to kill me, but I feel like you as a player, you seem to lack your like maximum potential when it comes to killing, you know? I don't know if you agree with me on that. That you like seem like you struggle to get the kill a lot, you know? Yeah. So basically, you want to realize like when it's at kill percent, you don't want to just fish random moves, obviously. I mean, Joker has the privilege to do that when he has Arsene, luckily. But if you don't have Arsene, you're playing base Joker and you need to kill them, like it's gonna happen a lot where you're in that situation, you know, where just Arsene isn't close and they're at 120 and you need to find a kill, you know. It's pretty tough, but it really just comes down to knowing the character and knowing what your kill options are. So obviously you're always gonna have your kill throw at the ledge, back throw, start killings around 160, you know. But when it comes to kill combos and whatnot, it's really just try and overwhelm your opponent, not only with edge guarding, but also just like with frame data. That's something Joker is allowed to do that most characters can't, you know? You can kind of throw out back air, F-tilt, and whatnot, and these will threaten kills on people, you know? If they're at 130 and they're near the ledge, F-tilt and back air will kill them or put them in a position where the next one will kill them, you know? Like they're off stage now, you know? So it sets you up for a kill at the worst. So fishing for these moves are really, really good at kill percent. It makes me threatened. I don't really want to leave my shield, which now allows you to get more grabs. You can now throw me off stage, and now you get your edge guarding loop started. And that's the premise of Joker at high percent, you know? You want to make sure people are scared of you, and then once they're scared of you, that's when you've conditioned them to shield or to play very defensive and not really expect a burst option such as dash grab or dash attack or whatnot. And those options will put them off stage, which then you can edge guard. Aside from that, you obviously have fair one combos, fair one up air drag down, down smash or up smash, depending on the character or the stage. That combo's really, really good. I don't know if you know how to do it or not. How to set it up? Yeah, it's definitely hard. Here, I'll start up a match, but we won't play. I just want to show you a couple things. So fair one in itself isn't the safest move. Obviously, like it's not safe on shield. If I do a fair one on your shield, you can usually grab me, or like most characters can do an aerial out of shield or whatever. Like fair one by itself isn't safe. What is safe is back air, right? We know back air safe, nair is safe. So if you run up to your opponent often and you go for back air or nair and like you throw out these options often, they're going to be threatened by that move and they're not going to want to eat that on shield all the time. So by throwing these moves out often, the next time you're going to come at them, they're going to expect that move once again. This obviously will make them do something, which is usually back up or try and hit you. You've done it once already where you've done like, you ran up to me, you did full hop back air, and then you did double jump and landing nair. That was like really, really good. And it's that same premise for fair one into as far as setups go, where like you can fake an aerial, like you can do a tomahawk, and then like it kind of just see how they react, you know, if they like to spot dodge or what's happening. And because fair one, it really comes down to reads and like having an understanding of how your opponent plays. If you see they have a spot dodge habit, you can often wait out a spot dodge and then go for it, you know? And you just have to get this timing down, you know? Once you get it down, you almost never, you'll never miss the punish on stuff. So you really just want to see their habits and whatnot. And that'll open them up. Additionally, there's also other setups you can do, like double jump back air into falling fair one, or just full hop back air fair one. There's a way to space it that you get it, like that. That one's harder, and it's not as practical just because like you're facing the wrong way. But I hit it once or twice on you last game, I think, where like you can go like this to call out a jump, you know, and then if they don't jump, you're like on the other side of them. Or like you go like this, and then you're on the other side of them. You can go like that. So that's like, yeah. Yeah, like that, exactly. I know, what's his name? Zachary really likes doing that with the back air fair one. He adores doing that combo. He does it a lot. Um, I mean, it's really safe. Back air makes them stick to the ground, and fair one only works when they're on the ground. So it's like a win-win, you know. And worst case, if they run away from you after the back air, you still have your jump, and you can just do like back air and then jump away, or back air jump in, you know. You can even do back air and then gun, you know, like back air double jump gun. Yeah, you'd go like this and then like that, and that's like amazing. That's great for conditioning. And another thing I noticed, I don't know if you know how to do the double jump, the short hop double gun, which is this, where you can do 2 guns. Okay, yeah, you do. Okay, that's really good, this move, because basically like normally gun doesn't shoot that low, right? Only like the second gun does. You know, like the first one goes high and then the second one he does underhand. It actually changes where the hitbox of the gun is. So like the first one won't hit some characters, but the second one will. One of those characters being Squirtle, Kirby, you know, Pichu, etc. All the small guys. What doing the double jump gun allows, if done perfectly, the second one will like always hit those small characters, you know? So like in a matchup like Squirtle, double gun is super good, because it tells me to back off, and then once I'm backed off, that's when Aegon and Aha extends that range more and hits me, you know? So double gun's really good to mix up, and like what makes it so great is that it's from short hop gun, so like you don't lose anything for going for it, you know? You don't even have to commit. You can do 1 gun and then that's it, or you can do 1 gun, like jump gun again. Like you don't have to do double gun every time. It's not a commitment, you know? So it always keeps your opponents on their toes because they don't really know what you're going to be going for. You can even do gun dash forward, gun dash back. Like I know there's a couple jokers, like I'm not gonna name them all, but there's like 2-3 top like high level jokers that will often go for short hop gun dash back, and that'll open them up for like Aha, and like they kind of space with that, you know. They'll use gun to like position themselves around the stage, you know, and they'll like reverse with or like back up with gun. And it's really good. Now my gun's stale, so obviously the roll's gonna have a lot more lag, but yeah. But yeah, gun is really good. Gun down is amazing, because, you know, right before you land you can throw out a back air, or a down air, or a nair, or anything. If you keep your jump, like on a stage like Kalos, it's amazing, because you can be on this platform, you can gun down, jump back to the platform if you don't like where you're at, or you can gun down aerial, you can gun down, double jump, gun again, you know. This is my favorite thing, is to do double gun down. Like that's so good to just break shields. Like if you try it right now on my shield, it actually just decimates. You can go up on the platform and try it. Like it puts a lot of pressure on, and then like, so I'll try it on you right now. If you shield right there, yeah. So I do this, and then like back air afterwards. If you time it properly, the back air will hit as well. And like now they have like a peanut for a shield, you know. And then that allows you to just mash more, and then they can't really take the offense, you know. It's really good. Gun down is amazing. Like it's definitely what people complain about the most about Joker, or at least used to. It's the reason it got nerfed, or like it's the only nerf Joker has really received, you know. It's harder to use now because of the nerf, but it's still strong as hell. And gun, in my opinion, is Joker's best move. It opens up mobility, it opens up mix-ups, it opens up shield damage, range. You know, it's really great. And especially off stage, you know, like if you run off reverse gun like this and you have their back facing off stage, you run off like, not like that, like that. Then you can like jump, you can 2-3 back airs off, you have a wall jump, you know. Joker has a ton of options off stage, off of down gun backwards like this. And it's really scary how much pressure you can put off stage. But that's like the main stuff I wanted to show you, I think. For the most part, you know what you're doing. I just wanted to go over a couple things. Yeah, there's 15 seconds left anyway, so. Eh, I've. It's kind of good to style, that's for sure. It's not amazing. It has. It's just so inconsistent, you know. It has its uses, but I can't really tell you a specific one. It's kind of just in the moment you use it. I don't know. It's not something you really look for, because in most cases you can just double jump back here and it covers what upgun would do. Something I do know is against Jigglypuff, upgun is good. Like in neutral, because if she's jumping over you or whatever, and you don't really want to contest her, you can do short hop gun up and kind of hit her like that. But it's not really a great, you know, thing you want to look for all the time. But it's a move. I don't know. Gun up's cool. It looks cool. It's my favorite Joker move in terms of looks. But in terms of uses, it's not the best. It's probably his worst move. Yeah. So we'll try again with Joker, and then I'll do a couple more Pokemon Trainer if you want still. It's up to you, yeah. And then, yeah, I'll give you your final notes at the end, and that should be that. We still have about 10-15 minutes, so we can get 2-3 games in.
3, 2, 1, go!
Yeah. Yep, that's the Ditto. Yeah, in the Ditto going for gun down super good because it just cuts the tether instantly, and like Joker's tether without the initial jump is so bad. Alright, so what time is it? Yeah, so I'll do one more with Joker and then about 2 more with Pokemon Trainer. Sounds good? Cool. Your neutral was a lot more defensive there, though. It was good. Like you weren't playing as like your moves were a lot more calculated. I could tell. Okay, so I'll move over to Pokemon Trainer here.
Choose your fighter. Pokemon Trainer. Ready? Three, two, one.
Yeah, he's definitely one of the hardest characters in the game. Yeah. Yeah, he's definitely so cool, yeah. Wow. Yeah. Wow. Had a weird lag spike there. Yeah, and then you went up and then it lagged and nah. But yeah, Jerk is definitely one of the harder characters in the game for sure, especially between the top tiers. I mean, if you have a love for Persona, it's definitely gonna make it easier for you to learn. Like you're gonna be more motivated, but yeah, not everyone's what should I say, like playstyle matches, you know, optimally how characters should be played and whatnot, you know. Like me in Smash 4, my favorite character was Mewtwo, but like my playstyle did not match Smash 4 Mewtwo at all, so I dropped him, you know. But it is what it is, yeah. Yeah, go ahead, yeah, for sure. I'll give you another like 2 games with Cloud, no problem.
Three, two, one, go!
Yeah. That's good. It worked out. That was a lot. Yeah, that was laggy as heck, but it was a lot better though for you. It definitely, Cloud definitely, yeah. It, what you want to do with the character is a lot more obvious. Like you seem more comfortable on them. Yeah, 100%. I get that. Yeah. 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 You can kind of just do it off the top, you know. It's pretty freestyle. Yeah, I get what you mean. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Like. It, yeah, I get what you're saying. Like, you don't want to. Yeah, you don't want to say like you're not using your brain, but it's like a lot less than Joker would be. It's more intuitive. Exactly, yeah. It's a lot more freestyle and you just get to think about what's actually happening rather than like what you have to do. Yeah, I get that. Yeah, that's how I feel with Ivysaur, honestly. Sometimes I'm playing Pokemon Trainer and I know it's a bad Ivysaur matchup, but I'm like, let me just play Ivysaur because I know it's more comfortable, it's easier. Yeah, so I 100% get it, yeah, for sure. I mean, there's no harm in playing Cloud more than Joker, you know. It's yeah, I mean, if you enjoy like for example, me in Smash 4, like I love Mewtwo, but I wasn't enjoying Smash. Like I was enjoying playing Smash with Mewtwo. It was cool to me that I was able to control my favorite character or whatever. But like it wasn't fun because I wasn't winning or I wasn't able to do what I wanted to do, you know? So I feel like that's how you're feeling right now. Um, and it's 100% justified, you know. I think a lot of people go through that. There's no harm in playing Cloud if you want, you know. He's a great character. Nothing wrong with Cloud, honestly. And I mean, Joker as a backup also is great. A secondary Joker isn't as strong as a main Joker, but you know, it's always something you can work on, you know. Let's say like Pit. Yeah, like XYZ. Yeah. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, it's basically me. That's basically me with Meta Knight. Basically me with Meta Knight. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's exactly where I'm at. Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, I mean, you seem to enjoy playing him more. I think you're just in that phase of denial. Kind of like me, like with Meta Knight. You know, I'm considered like the best Meta Knight or whatever, and like I love the character, I always have since I was a child, and like it's the same thing you were saying. It's like I have Pokemon Trainer and Joker. Why don't I just play these characters instead? You know? And it took me a good couple months to finally convince myself, okay, stop with the Meta Knight, use him only for certain matchups, and like stick to the good characters. And I think you're at that point now where you're just like in denial, and you're like, I don't want to stop playing Joker because I love Joker, but like you understand that Cloud's probably the better pick for you, and I feel like that's where you're at. I think Cloud's great. I think Cloud is right under the top tiers. I think he's amazing. After the recent buffs, that character is really strong. High tier, yeah. Yeah. Uh, yeah, I mean, yeah, we can do one more for sure, yeah. Yeah, yeah, we all get there, don't worry about it. Yeah, I feel that.
Three, two, one, go!
Yeah. Yeah, it's so much more obvious, yeah. Oh my god. Yeah, it did Blade Beam. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, that's perfect. Oh, rip.
Game set.
Yeah, up B, yeah.
Pokemon Trainer.
Yeah. Yeah, up B and then hold forward, yeah. Yeah, I think Cloud's a great pick, honestly. It's you seem like you understand a lot more what he wants in certain situations. And like it just seems easier for you because I feel like when you're playing Joker, your brain is like, okay, I need him to get off of me, but then you're playing Joker and you're like, how the heck do I do that? Or like you're like, okay, I need to go edge guard, but how should I edge guard? When should I edge guard, etc. Whereas Cloud is like, okay, I want to go edge guard, then you go do it, you know? Or like you want to get off me, up B, like you yeah, you understand it a lot more. I mean, yeah, for sure. You want to make things easier for you, obviously. It's yeah, yeah. That's that's number one thing about bracket, yeah. It's super stressing. Yeah, I get that. Yeah. Yeah, I think Cloud fits you really well, and he has that sword. That's one thing Wolf doesn't have. He doesn't have the sword. He has a better projectile, and like his combos are better, but he doesn't have the range that Cloud has. You know. Yeah, a lot of it. Limit is super scary. Yeah. Yeah, you seem to maneuver really well with him. Yeah, that comes with time, for sure. It took me to learn Joker. It took me 6 months of like actual practicing him like a lot, like almost every day or every other day. It took me roughly 4 to 6 months before I actually pulled him out in bracket. Like it took me a long time to learn Joker. He's definitely a tough one. um, but yeah, you can for sure just play Cloud and then over time work on your Joker on the side, you know, in friendlies and in battle arenas and whatnot. You can always work on Joker on the side, and if you don't like online Joker, which I completely understand, I'm in the same boat. You can just wait till weeklies come back, and you can start practicing Joker at friendlies, like at locals and whatnot. Um, Stuff like that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Mentality's so hard in Smash. Yeah, yeah. That's completely normal. Even I do, and I've been playing for like 8 years. So yeah, I started back in Brawl. Yeah, but I think Cloud definitely fits you really well. Yeah. Perfect. Yeah. Cool. Cool. Yeah. Yeah. This will have to be the last one though. No problem. Sure thing.
Three, two, one, go!
Oh no. Yeah, it was close. Anyways, yeah, I think Cloud definitely suits you better for sure. Like I was saying, you just seem to understand what he wants more often than with Joker. Yeah, I 100% get that. I mean, as I was explaining in Smash 4, I had the same thing. So
Ready?
yeah, yeah. Yeah, I won't be able to do another one just because time. I have something at 8:30 as well. Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, no problem, man. Thank you for booking with me and with Game Sense. I appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, so good luck with Cloud. If ever you have any questions, you can always shoot me a DM. My DMs are open on Twitter and Discord, you know. Uh, I don't mind answering anything, yeah, for sure. Cool, thank you. See ya. Have a good night. Alright, so that was my session with Maniac, or Michael. It went a bit over an hour, but I was fine with giving him the extra time. I feel like he learned something valuable near the end that he wanted to swap characters. So everything's alright there. And yep, thank you Game Sense for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.